The Krovtar hunting pack had stalked prey across 17 star systems. Their chitin armor gleamed under the red emergency lights of Station Epsilon 7, each warrior standing nearly 3 meters tall, armed with plasma claws that could shear through reinforced steel. They had never known fear. Until now. Lieutenant Jessica Martinez walked into the corridor without her exosuit. No powered armor. No plasma rifle. Just standard-issue fatigues and boots that made soft sounds against the metal floor. She carried a simple combat knife on her belt and a half-empty coffee thermos in her left hand. The lead Krovtar, War Master Thekenar, stopped mid-stride. His secondary eyes dilated. His translator implant crackled to life. "Human," he hissed, the word carrying a weight that made his packmates freeze. Jessica took a sip of her coffee, grimaced at the temperature, and kept walking toward them. "Gentlemen. This is a restricted area. I'm going to need you to turn around." Thekenar's combat computer ran threat assessments. The human female stood 1.7 meters tall, mass approximately 68 kilograms, no visible weapons beyond the primitive blade. His pack numbered 12 of the galaxy's finest predators. The mathematics were simple. But his instincts screamed something his logic couldn't comprehend. "We have claimed this station as salvage under Article 7 of the Frontier Accords," Thekenar declared, raising his plasma claws. "You are one. We are many. Flee, and we grant you your life." Jessica set down her thermos carefully on a supply crate. "Yeah, see, that's not gonna work for me. This station belongs to the United Earth Navy. And I'm having a really bad day already." She rolled her shoulders, and something in that casual gesture made Thekenar's primary heart skip a beat. "Last chance," she said quietly. "Walk away." A younger pack member, eager to prove himself, lunged forward with a roar that could shatter glass. His claws gleamed as they swept toward the human's unprotected throat. Jessica moved. Not fast by superhuman standards. Not faster than the Krovtar's own enhanced reflexes. But with a precision that spoke of thousands of hours of training, of evolution's most terrifying gift to humanity, the ability to throw. Her knife left her hand at exactly 14.7 meters per second, rotating 1.5 times before the blade punched through the Krovtar's right primary eye and into his brain. He was dead before his body hit the ground. Then she was among them. The Krovtar had conquered 43 worlds. They had fought the Zentari Empire to a standstill. They understood combat, strategy, violence. But this was something different. Jessica didn't fight like a soldier. She fought like something older, something that had survived ice ages and predators with nothing but stones and spite. She used the environment, turning their strength against them, redirecting plasma claws into their own packmates. She targeted joints, eyes, breathing passages with surgical precision. When a claw caught her shoulder, tearing through fabric and skin, she didn't scream. She grabbed the extended limb, braced herself against the wall, and broke it at the elbow with a sickening crack. Thekenar watched 3 of his warriors fall in 17 seconds. His combat computer kept screaming impossibilities. Humans weren't supposed to be like this. They were the galaxy's newest species, barely past their own planetary conflicts. But as he watched Lieutenant Martinez drop another warrior with nothing but her bare hands and ruthless efficiency, he remembered the briefings his commanders had dismissed. Remembered the warnings from the Galactic Council. Humans came from a death world. Gravity 1.3 times standard. Atmosphere with 21% reactive oxygen. Predators at every level of the food chain. And somehow, impossibly, the hairless apes had climbed to the top not through claws or venom or armor, but through sheer, bloody-minded persistence. They were endurance predators. Pursuit hunters. They ran their prey to exhaustion across endless savannas, hunted in coordinated packs, used tools, adapted to every environment their world threw at them. And they never, ever stopped. Jessica caught another warrior's plasma claw between her palms, the heat searing her skin. The pain didn't stop her. She twisted, using the warrior's own momentum to send him crashing into his companion. In the tangle of limbs, she retrieved her knife from the first fallen Krovtar. We yield. Thekenar finally roared, his pride shattering under the weight of survival instinct. We yield, human. Jessica stopped, chest heaving, blood running down her arm from the shoulder wound. She was surrounded by unconscious or dead Krovtar warriors. Her knife dripped purple ichor. Smart choice, she said, her voice steady despite the adrenaline. Now get your people off my station. And tell whoever sent you that Station Epsilon 7 is under human protection. We don't have the biggest guns, and we don't have the best armor. But we've been fighting since before we climbed down from the trees, and we're really, really good at it. Thekenar gathered his surviving pack members, helping them toward their ship. As they retreated, he turned back one last time. The human was already retrieving her coffee thermos, taking another sip as if nothing had happened. What are you? He asked, his voice barely a whisper. Jessica looked at him with eyes that held the weight of 1,000,000 years of survival, of ancestors who stared down cave bears and mammoths, who crossed oceans and conquered continents with nothing but determination. I'm a human being, she said simply. And we don't need armor or noise. Every predator in the galaxy is going to learn to recognize us anyway. As the Krovtar limped back to their ship, Thekenar understood a truth that would reshape galactic politics. Humanity hadn't joined the stars as prey or even as equals. They had arrived as the apex predators they'd always been. And the galaxy would never be the same.